This
He's going
conference
to
will
connect.
now be recorded.
Yeah, okay, no problem. Let him join. And then let me share the screen. All right. So what we were discussing last time is, so Jay, whenever I break up or something, right, you just give me a hint, unmute
Okay.
yourself.
Okay. So.
All right. So this is what we were discussing last time, and now we will see today how to implement the data cleansing technique, because last time we don't have any data in the system. It was a new fresh system. So now I loaded some data. So let's say that let me take one part so that it is easy to concentrate. I'm going to the edit view, and I'll go to the filter section. Let me give one part number. Product ID is all right. So we do have some data for, let's say, this part number IBP 100, and yeah, the data is till 2022 January. So let me do one thing. Let me put some more data in it. I'm going to Maseta Workbench. I'm clicking on the create button, and here I'll go to Maseta type as, so key figure data we want to load. So I'm going to the planning objects with key figure data, and I'll go to week, product location customer. So there I will look for the key figure. The key figure name is actuals quantity, where I want to load some more data. So my current week is this. So I want to load something, let's say till last week. So this is actuals quantity, which is in the past. And let me say that, let me do it from week 30 onwards. Twenty 22. So here if we see, we have week 30, which is M7, and then till the October month, which is week number 43. So I'm pressing OK. All right. All right. So let me select this one, which is IBP 100. Okay, so I'll give some data here. and some data we will miss, and again I will take some more data. So why I'm missing some data, so that we can see that how that missing value performs via the algorithm. Okay, so I'm doing save changes. Okay, let me take few more months in the back. Let's see from IBP 100. Okay, all right. I'm again saving. So nothing I'm doing. I'm just randomly putting some values to test this,
Yeah.
how the algorithm behaves. Yeah, and then if I go to this view and if I refresh it, so we should see some values here in a couple of months. Yeah, so some values are visible, and now we are here till October. So maybe intentionally we'll miss out, you know, a month totally. So let me go to this edit view, and in the middle some month we will miss. So we are in week number 43. So let's say that month 8. So month 8 totally, I'll delete it off, and then I'll do save changes. Okay, now I'm coming. I'll just refresh it. Yeah, so month 8 totally removed. With 8th we have, which is August. Now it is totally blank. So let's assume that situations in COVID, like we were not able to feed the right, we got some diversity like this that some values are totally missing. They are not zero, but they are totally uh, when the forecast is calculated from November onwards. If there are periods like this, there are a couple of periods like this, what will happen is the forecast will not be accurate, right? So what we'll do is we'll try to set up, okay, good. So we'll try to set up the algorithm and then see that how does that behaves. So let me go to the Fury app.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes. Good morning. Good evening, Vinod.
I can't hear you some reasons, Amit.
Oh, Jay, for you.
Yes, I can hear him.
Okay, maybe type in the chat. All right. So let me go to the app called as Manage Forecast Models. So I'll go to the planning area, which is this one, and I'll press go. So let's make some forecast here. I'll say create and I'll choose the planning area, which is this Z SAP IBP HS1, and I'll give some name to it. So let me give some name CHS and data cleansing. Just 1 second. Hey Vinod, are you good now?
Yeah,
The
I can hear.
description.
Thanks. Yes, yeah, I can hear you.
All right, all right. Yeah, perfect. So HS data cleansing. And let me take month periodicity. How many months I want to consider? So in the back end, let's say that I want to backtrack 24 months. Starting from current period, it will backtrack 24 months. And in this profile, I don't want to set up the forecast. So let me make it as blank because when we set up the forecast steps, that time it makes sense to give some forecast periods. So even if we give here and if we are not running, this one will not make any impact. And then I will go down and then these are the general section where we generally give, how many historical periods we need and all. So we discussed about all this. Let me go to the pre-processing steps. I'm clicking on the plus symbol. So this is what we were discussing last time that we have three methods. So let's say that substitute missing values. Let me select this, and I am telling to the system that whatever the missing values are there, just check out 24 months starting from current month. It will go backtrack 24 months. 24 months means 2 years of data, right? And then it will see that if something is missing, it will replace with the method that we ask the system to do. So let me do one thing. I'm going to the edit mode. So we are in November month, right? Okay. So let me take, okay, sorry, we are, oh, we are still in October month. Yeah. So October, I will say till last October. Yeah, now it has total 24 periods, right? Okay. All right. So what it will do is we are telling to the system that take the mean or take the average of this and then substitute that missing value. So what is the average? It is coming around 4,442 for all this 24 periods. So close to 4,000, it should put it here. When we are telling it, when we are telling to the system select as mean. So when we will tell to the system select as median, it will calculate the median. And if we tell to the system substitute it with a given value. So if we give here some fixed value like 1000, then it will just put 1000 here. Wherever it is missing, it will just find those missing ones for the period that we are defining, and it will put that fixed value. So when we use this fixed value, when there will be some planners who are very sure that for this particular set of products, we need this fixed value to just go there and sit, because they are very well experienced with those category of products. They know in depth of those products how the demand could have been in the past and all. So they will just put some fixed value here and then execute it. But for now, we will just see that how this mean behaves, and we are telling for the history only, not for the future purpose or not for the full horizon. And then the key figure that we want to apply this particular algorithm is the actuals quantity. And then if I want to save the results in any other key figure, I can just select it here. Otherwise, it will just impact this key figure, and the results by default will be selected whatever the input that we are taking. And then now in this one, we are not implementing the forecasting steps. And whenever we do the forecasting steps, we make sure that we catch some kind of errors. But as of now, we are just doing the data cleansing with this particular method, and I'm just saving it. Select at least one output. Oh, okay. It is asking me to select. So let me select the same one and then save. Now this profile is saved. I'm going to the Excel, and then I'm going to the stats forecasting. I'm telling to the system run, and what needs to be done is This is the profile that we created, ZHS data cleansing. Let me say each, and I want to execute it for a particular product because we are keeping an eye on one of them to monitor our results closely. So the product is IBP 100, and that's it. Let me just say run. So Jay and Vinod, uh, still you are able to hear me, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
I can hear you. Yes.
Yeah. So sorry, couple of times I'll ask today in between because today I'm little doubtful on my connection. Okay, so this is running. It is finished. So I'll come here and then refresh it. So it should put some value in August 2022. So that 4,597, it has just, taken the mean of all those values and put it here, 4,597. But why, how come 4,597? Let us see. Let me just delete it for a moment and take the average again. It is 4,422. Okay, but it was 4,500 something. So what I'm thinking is, okay, let me go to the, let me refresh this. Yes. Let me go to the edit view. Let me take that November and I'll go one period more back, October, and I'll say okay. So what I'm thinking is, and then let me remove this. Yeah, so what it is doing is it is exactly coming as 4,597 because we have asked to the system consider history only, right? That is what we have told to the system. History means now this is the current month, so history will be from September onwards. So I have to consider from here till 24 months, and it is exactly given 4,597. I'll again refresh it to get those values. I'll say yes. So it is coming like this as 4,597. So what we have told to the system is uh, to take the mean of history only, and how much that we are telling to the system in the general periods, right? So let's do one more thing. Let me just take this out and let me bring another algorithm, which is the outlier correction. Outlier correction, so as we were discussing last time how this IQR and all works, so first thing it will detect, second thing it will correct, right? So what we'll do is for the outlier correction, deducted method is this IQR, and how to correct it is also here. So now pay little attention. Let me take one. The first one is correct with mean. So, wherever it finds the uh, outlier, it will just take the mean of that and then correct it. So I want to give again actual quantity, and in this case I want to give the same key figure, and I'll say okay, save it. So let us do some condition where we have the outlier values. So for example, outlier is something which just goes very high or it can go very down, right? So still we see here it is in thousands, but in between we see that somewhere it is declined. So let me make one of those a noticeable one. So let's say that seventh month or eighth month. So let me go into the backend and then change some values. So this is eighth month. I'll put high values there. And in seventh month, let me give very low values. Let me save it. Saved. So I'm going again to the report. I'll refresh it. So here we see that in eighth month suddenly it is 1,49,985, right? So definitely this should be an outlier, right? Let me make it as red, and this is very less, right? This is also a kind of outlier. Let me also make it as red.
So what
So
is the
now,
definition of outlier exactly? I understood. I
yeah, yeah,
mean, these are the not benchmark, I mean, beyond unexpected values, right?
yeah, exactly. Those are out of the flow. Odd man out is nothing but an
Yeah.
out, right? So
Okay.
what the system will do is, we are telling to the system that interquartile range, it will found that lower boundary and then the upper boundary. Whosoever is going out of that boundary is
Hmm.
will be defined as an outlier.
Okay.
Yeah. So let us concentrate on this. So there may be other outliers as well, but we'll just keep an eye on this red color ones. So let us see our profile here. Yeah, this is all fine. We already saved it, and we are asking to the system that correction with the mean value. So what it will do is it will take the mean of all this and correct these values. So the mean of this excluding this. So whenever it is
Okay.
taking, it will not, no, I'm sorry, not excluding this. So we have another one, which is if we tell that correction with mean excluding outliers, then it will exclude those outliers and then take the mean. But if we don't tell to the system that exclude the outliers, then it will include the outliers also and then take the mean. But sometimes it makes sense that we should exclude the outliers and then take the mean of this and put it, because now you think
Yes.
that it is 1 lakh something, right? If we
Yeah.
take average of it, still it will be so high, right? So the correction will not be, so the planners will take a call. So most probably they will go for excluding the outlier, because outlier is an error and they want to correct it. So why they want to include it in this one, right? So let us
So
also change.
it's just one question. Can you go back, please, previous screen?
Yes,
So when they take the mean, right? So the mean will be they have to put the same value, right? For both outliners, right? High value as well as low one, right?
yeah, exactly. They'll put the uh, same
Okay.
values. Yeah, because at least they will get an average of all the demand and they'll put it there, so that you can have the forecast impact will be, I mean, accuracy won't be impacted, because now you again relate it from the COVID case. So sometimes, it was a lot of spike, and in some cases, for some businesses, it was so low demand, but that was only for a particular dedicated period. Now we do not want that impact of that small period. Let's say for 6 months the supply chain was disrupted. I do not want an impact to have it for the my future months, right? Because that was for a short period, it came and then it went out. So
Yeah.
that's the
So is
yeah.
the algorithm shows what is the reason it could be for this spike or
No. See, spike and all is your history data, right? What you can do, you can create some chart and then see that, how your data looks like. So, for example, the reason of this is nothing but you need to investigate from the source system. Let's say that these values are getting collected from the S4 system. So you'll go to the S4 system and then investigate. Okay, so this spike has come in so and so month for these set of product numbers. Is it really a spike, or there is something wrong with the data itself? When we are capturing the data, there was something wrong, right? So you do some kind of root cause analysis based on that. But this is something that you have already brought your data from your source system to planning system, which is IBP. Now on the top of that, you are just applying some algorithms to get that data corrected somehow, so that your planning do not impact. Got it, Jeff?
yes,
So
got it.
all this
Yes.
you are doing in your planning system to make it correct. All right, so now let me again go to IBP and stats forecast. I'll say run. So I'll run the same stuff. Refresh. Okay, I think it has changed only one value, right? 4,480. So it was 1 lakh something. This got changed, but what did not happen is the last thing. So this is fine. Sorry, one second. Let me make this only as color. Yeah, so this is good. But what we don't see here is this one didn't get impacted. So I was expecting that because this is also a very low value, right? It should go beyond that. Let us make it more low and then see. Because I was expecting this also. So 4,480 is an average of all this. We understood that it has put in this period, but then I was expecting that it should have also put in here. And then if we go to the logs, it will show me that, uh, what are the outliers that it has detected, and we'll be able to see here. So let me open another app. So I'm going to an app called as application logs. If I don't want to go from here, what I can do is I can also go it from here, from the status, as we know, from the Excel itself. So I'm going here, I'm going to the status, and I can tell to the system that show business logs. So this is also one easy and quick way to just see the logs. Okay, so what it has done is it has it has taken only one outlier in 24 data points of key figure actuals value, which is 2022 August, right? So it has taken up that one. So maybe I think because it was 1 lakh something, right? According to that, this value, whatever formula it would have put with that 1.5 IQR, so this might still be coming into that range, that 39 number. So I think if I make it more or less like, 3 or 4, then definitely, it would have missed that lower boundary, how it has missed the upper boundary in this case of 2022. So it would have corrected. But this is the place that, it will clearly show that how many outliers it has found out of the 24 data points. Why 24 data points? Because we have told to the system that month wise, go 24 periods back and then apply these algorithms, right? So now if I go back here and to the other methods also we have, we can just take the tolerance of it, and then we can take the medians of this, and every method we have that excluding the outliers, which actually makes sense. So we can exclude the outliers and do that. And then this is also very important that, this no correction. So I've seen, in couple of projects, whenever the project is implemented, so that time they do not want the system to just, correct that method. Meaning, uh, they want the system only to detect it, either using IQR or the variance test. How many such errors we have. So people can go into the log and then see how many outliers it has found, and then you know, they will just visualize it, whether those errors which are found by the system are really the errors, or it is some, data issue. Maybe in the backend some entry was done wrong or something. So they want to do some kind of analysis, let's say for first few weeks, and then they will switch on to correct the data when they have full confidence on the system that okay, it is catching the right kind of stuff, and then they may open it, for a particular period of time, maybe once in a month or something, they may want to correct their data. So this is how, uh, guys, they will just implement the data cleansing techniques. And not only this, right? Not only the disruptions. Sometimes you do some kind of promotions and all, right? So what exactly you do? Whenever you do a kind of promotions, you want to uplift the impact of those promotions, right? So promotions analysis, some people will do in their, uh, you know promotion planning, they will do it in the planning system, or some people I have seen it, they will do, for example, in the CRM system, and then from there they will just send the values and then save it somewhere in some key figure called as promotion related key figures in their IBP or any other planning system. So in this case, what they can do is, for example, let's say that in December or in November month, right? In current month, there will be some Thanksgiving in the US. So in that period, there will be some promotional activities that will be coming up. So then the sales may get impacted, right? They may become high for this particular time. And in December also, there will be some festive season. Again, November and December, the sales can go high. But this impact of the promotion, I do not want to have it on my forecast. So therefore, what I'll do is I will uplift that sales promotion. So that is also, as we have substitute missing values, we have outlier correction. So similarly, we have uplift, promotion sales also. So we can also take up this one and then, save it and then execute in the same way. So this is how, guys, we can do the, the data cleansing techniques.
I have a question. So basically, is it a promotion lift eliminations, which is almost like outlier correction, correct? It's
No, no, no.
basically
That's not that's not outlier correction. See, outlier is something that was not planned. Maybe because of some disruption, right? It would have come into your system, some kind
okay.
of anomaly, right? But this promotion is your planned event, right? You are planning it well advanced in before that for so and so month we'll doing this activity, and then that's a very well planned activity.
Oh,
There is a
plant one. Okay, that's the difference between outlier and promotions. Okay.
yeah, exactly. So outlier can cause, like we had that COVID situation, right? So that is nothing but that will give you
Yeah.
some
So
kind
it's like, yeah. I mean, I can understand now.
of
So
anomaly.
Thanksgiving is like every year happens, so you have to plan it. The COVID is
Exactly,
we
exactly.
cannot predict. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Every year it happens. It is a known situation, or it may happen that at so and so point of time you are launching some new product, right? Some new product, or you are launching the old product but in the new market, right? So that time you can do some kind of promotions, and uh, you know uh, those kind of activities are still planned activities, because you're knowing that okay, next year I'll be launching so and so product of iPhone version this and this, and then I'll be doing some kind of promotions. So this is how, yeah, you can utilize all this stuff. So the next thing what we'll do is, we'll create another profile. So as a best practice, guys, what we do in our implementation projects is we make two separate profiles. One is for data cleansing, where we will not have the forecasting steps, and next one we will make another profile where we may not have the pre-processing steps, but we'll have the forecasting steps and post-processing steps, which are the to catch the errors, right? So we'll see them now. So for example, if I want to design any forecasting profile, so how do we do that? So we have something called as best fit algorithm. Guys, pay attention. You are going to enjoy a lot. I promise you. Okay. So in the upcoming ones, we'll try to understand, couple of algorithms, that how they are working, and we'll do some exercises. Okay, so don't feel bored. Forecast model 3 and so on. So let's say that uh, we have different range of product lines, and then some product lines will have some different behaviors, right? They will have very sporadic demand. Sometimes it's very high, sometimes it's very low, right? So it's unpredictable, right? And in some cases, for some set of products, the demand will be very, very smooth. So last year it was 10,000 units for one particular product, and then this year also it will be 10,100 or 9,800. So only that much variation. We have very, very less variation, right? So that's a kind of smooth trend we have in such cases, right? Some will be, uh, for example, you have your umbrella, right? Your umbrella will be seasonal. So mostly it will be during the rainy season, or there will be some demand during the very hot season, right? So some people use umbrella during to protect from the sunlight also, right? So, and then in other seasons you will not have the sale for the umbrellas, right? So that will be your trend. Season to season it will vary, right? But you cannot keep an eye, like what exactly is the trend, and because of that trend you will choose a particular model into your to apply your forecast, right? So you leave it to the system. You will leave it to the system. You will tell to the system that, hey system, based on my experience, I am giving you 4 or 5 models. Forecast model n. Okay. So, hey system, I'm giving you few models. Let's say that 4 or 5 models. Out of that, select which is best for which kind of product, depending on the trend. So, what the system will do, the system will analyze the errors and the least amount of errors in whichever model for each of the product. It will choose that as a best model and then execute it. So let's say that we are doing some exercise for one product called as IBP 100, and then for that, uh, you know, we have chosen 4 to 5 models. So the way that history we have, for example, how the history we have for that particular product is like this. The way the history we have, so which is the best method that it has to choose? We'll just give those 4 or 5 models to the system and ask the system to choose the best out of it. So system will do a error analysis and then uh, you know uh, choose the best out of it. So what approach we will take it here, guys, is just a quick check. You guys are with me, right? I will not speak until you say yes.
Yeah, just please go ahead.
Okay, very good. So the approach that we'll follow further is, uh, we'll go from high level and then, we'll go a little bit in depth to uh, understand the calculations level and all that, how the system is behaving or why the system is behaving in that way. Okay. Yeah. So we are not taking the bottom up approach. this time, because I've seen that in current in couple of batches that uh, if we are just covering the high level first and then going in depth in forecasting, I mean it will help us to understand more clearly.
So the
Okay,
forecast model
so
one,
let us.
one sorry, I'm sorry to
Yeah,
interrupt.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
basically first fit algorithm provided by SAP, and then it's going to look at the Arima, crust, and all the forecast model, and then choose one of them. Correct? That's what you are saying. Correct here.
Correct, correct. Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. So
Okay.
best fit is nothing but best fit is we are telling to the system that we are designing a best fit algorithm. Choose one of them which is best, right? Because I may not be the experienced planner, first of all, that who has the experience, which is the best model out of four or five. Or the second thing could be I have very huge volume of my product line, right? I cannot go manually and then choose one model for this product, another model for another set of product, right? I'll leave it to the system by designing. But what experience I'll carry out of 10 or 12 models which have been given by supply chain, I should be taking at least five which according to my experience, which will suffice the trend of the historical data for all of my product lines. So only that much experience if I carry, then uh, uh, it's going to give me the better results. Even if I do not have that experience, what the planners will do during their implementation phase, right? So before the implementation phase, they will execute lot of cycles of this and then see how the results are coming up, when they take these four models, and if they are including one more model, how the results are coming up. So how many times that particular extra model what they have given, the system is taking. If they, and like that, they will include some models. They will exclude some models also, and then they will come up with their final best fit algorithm where they will just fix 4 to 5 models and then run it on the weekly basis, schedule it into the system, and that's how they will just go it further.
Oh,
So how
so
do we
you,
implement this best fit? Yeah, yeah.
sorry, the first fit algorithm is used by business planners, not by the system itself, right? Uh, uh,
No,
how is
no,
the
it
real?
will be chosen by the system, but the business planner, according to their experience, they will be able to tell to the system, hey, system, take these 5 algorithms and work on those.
Oh, okay, okay.
But the system is going to choose. Yeah, yeah, exactly. So now I am onto the same page, manage forecast models. And here I'm telling to the system create. So I'm choosing my planning area and I'm telling to the system that this is the name of my planning area. Best fit periodicity, historical periods, and then pre-processing steps. I'm not giving any pre-processing steps. I'm directly going to the forecast steps. And what is the main input for the forecasting? I want to take, let's say that the sales history, and sales history is captured for me in the actual quantity. So I'm taking the key figure as whatever is the key figure for my input, where my sales history is being captured from S4 system or from ECC system. I will take that particular key figure and target key figure So I will just save the results in the statistical forecast quantity. Let's say that this is the key figure, or I can create my own key figure and then give it here. So, and then this is the one which which is asking me to add the algorithms. As of now, let me add couple of them. Let me add single exponential, and then I'll just add double exponential. So guys, we are taking a top down approach. So what we'll do is I'll take couple of them, then we will be able to understand how we are creating this particular best fit algorithm technically, and then we'll go one by one, like how this algorithm is working, how this algorithm is working, how it is giving us that result, right? We'll go then in depth to understand the results also, and if it is choosing the errors, how it is choosing the error. So that's the top down approach that will be taking it up, right? First from the high level and then to the in depth, and then let me take couple of other as well. Let me take triple exponential. So three are already there. Let me take one more. So I'll take simple moving average also. So I have selected couple of them, and there are already some values it has taken. So don't worry about these values. We'll talk about later point of time. As of now, you just understand that we have taken 3 to 4 actually methods, and we'll leave it to the system to decide. Let's say for IBP 100 kind of product, which is best out of this. So I'm telling to the system, choose best method, choose best forecast, and for the error, I'm telling to the system that use this error method. So I have others also. So we'll talk about these error methods as well, in detail. As of now, the default one is the mean percentage error. It will calculate the mean percentage error for IBP 100, that for this model how much it is, for this model how much it is, for this, whichever is the least errors it is getting, that one it will choose out of this, right? So I'm just telling to the system, save it, correct all errors before saving forecast model. Okay, forecast, how much forecast I want to generate. Let's say for 12 months I want to generate the forecast. Now save it. Guys, just 5 more minutes before we wrap up today's class. So this is the profile that we created. We are telling to the system, take 24 months of data. Out of this, choose best out of the 4 methods, choose the best and then apply it. Single, double, triple, and simple moving average, right? So let me go to the system and just execute it. So here, this one, run. So now I should see my new forecast method. Here it's not coming, but don't worry. Just see that first of all whether we saved it. I think we did. So we did saved it. If it is not coming, just disconnect, connect back, because just now you created a new configuration. It may sometimes happen that it doesn't read. So Here this one, run, and then now it has come. So I'm choosing the HS best fit algo, and here I'll tell to the system, do it for product ID IBP 100, IBP 100, then execute it. Status, this is running. So now where I have taken that stats forecast in the stats forecast quantity, right? So I'm going to the edit view, or let me just keep it for historical data cleans, and I'll copy it to another tab, copy current sheet, and this sheet I'll say as forecast results. So here I will also include one more key figure called as statistics forecast quantity. Forecast quantity. So forecast quantity, I want to see it from current month till sorry, let it be. I want to see it for the future periods of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 periods future and then 24 periods past. So here it would have calculated the uh, forecast values here, and it is declining forecast, because here you see that the nature of the history is, it started declining. After this it is declining, and at certain periods it found that it is 39 or something. Now out of those four, which is that method that it has selected, how do we know? Simply we go to the logs. I'm going to the status. I'm telling to the system show business logs. I'm saying okay. And then you see here it is calculating each of this error percentage. MPE is uh, that mean percentage error it is calculating. So which is the lowest one out of this? So this one is minus 373, this one is minus 179, this one is minus 236, and then this one is minus 380, right? So for each of the method, for single exponential, error rate is this. For double exponential, error rate is this. For triple exponential, the error rate is this. For single simple moving average, error rate is this. So what it has chosen, what is the lowest out of this? The lowest is minus 179, right? So it corresponds to the double exponential. Sorry for the disturbance, guys, if you hear some noise from my children's. So So sorry for that. So double exponential, and then the lowest MP is this. So it is telling that double exponential was selected. The choose best forecast was executed on model fit error. Out of this, the error was lowest for this one. So this is the one it has chosen. And then, this one is nothing but this one is the double exponential smoothing. So now, we will go into in-depth that how this mean percentage error is calculated, how the single exponential works, how double exponential works, how simple moving average works, right? How triple exponential works, all this. So according to those parameters, we'll go in depth in our next class. So guys, I am actually traveling tomorrow back to Bangalore. I come for vacation for this 2 days, guys. Let me just stop the recording just a second. So before I talk about the next class, do you have any questions, guys?
No, I
No,
don't
no,
have any
yes.
questions. Very good explanation. Thanks.
All right. Yeah, yeah. Very good. Very nice. And this was Binod or this was Jay? Sorry.
Now, Vinod. Yeah, so I'll have to still look at
Yeah.
the
So how
logs.
about you, Jay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, exactly. All right, all right. Yeah, very good, guys. So we'll stop the session here. Let me stop the recording. All right. So guys, next class actually tomorrow I'll be